We improve lives by enabling whatever you think is impossible to be possible.
In my role, I like the balance of being able to work with technical teams to a modest extent, but also working with the customers to solve those problems.
Most of my best ideas come when I'm mowing the lawn or casting for a bass. And if work wasn't fun, I definitely wouldn't be thinking about that. Not everything happens in ideation sessions or big creative moments like that. It's kind of those rare moments where you see it connected in the real world to life that then, let's do this, and yeah, move up that. That's an invention, get a patent.
Innovation happens at the boundary of things that aren't usually connected. It could be a technology that has traditionally been used to solve problems in one field, but you can solve problems in another field.
And so you'll focus on identifying the details that matter so that you can find the right solution to the problem.
And once you start breaking it down, then oftentimes it becomes fairly obvious what you need to do to redefine the problem and leapfrog and get to the exciting goal.
And what happens is when you have those simple creative moments throughout the day, they just build on each other. So those simple creative moments start to build into something really creative.
And at 3M, we have the luxury of having colleagues and divisions and whole businesses and business groups that might be actively solving problems in those industries.
I mean, there are moments, right? The apple falls on the head and you come up with a great idea individually, but oftentimes our best creations are working together as a team and collaborating.
People aren't very aware of when there's a problem. They just know because they have symptoms. Being able to be proactive about knowing it will help you not have symptoms and maybe figure out what the source of that problem was.
In the hospital, I should be focusing on my child being born, but I'm watching the adhesives because it's fun to solve these problems. It's fun to see that there's a product I worked on in the hospital sitting there on my wife, and I can understand and see it how it's used in the real world.
And so we bring not just this technology, but we also believe in our mission to make the world a better place and help people live longer, better lives.
Regardless of our job or our function or our role or anything, I think the world can use more empathy in general. And it's really that sense of awareness of being able to connect without having to feel it for yourself, but you can step inside the shoes or see through the eyes of another person. And
if it was easy, they don't always come to us. And so I like us working on the hard stuff.
I love what I do because every day I get to work with people around the world solving problems.
What people don't see is the possibility that exists behind what we do today. That's what excites me. Knowing that there's different market spaces and there's technologies that have yet to even hit the market. Knowing that exists gives you motivation to say, okay, let's accomplish what we need to do today because I want to make room for what's coming next.